Good morning. Okay, we are halfway through our meditation boot camp, our 30-day meditation boot camp. So I wanted to check in. If you haven't tried it, comment below, let me know, because I can get you a free 7-day trial, and you can either try the meditation boot camp or you could try another course. Anyway, this is the first course that I have decided to take since all these courses got released. And even though I have meditated every day for years now, for some reason, I kept coming up with resistance with this course. I don't know why. There is some, like, that self-saboteur inside has not wanted me to do this. But what I realized today is that even though I'm only halfway through, it has been really, really beneficial. I do believe I am going to do this for the next 30 days again after I finish it this time. One, because I've had so much resistance to it, lets me know that I'm on the right track, that I need to keep going in this direction, right? Because if it was just like easy and all of that, it would mean I'm not growing and expanding. And I think this is really pushing me to grow and expand. I, of course, because I've meditated for the last few years, I have my ways that I do it. And so I feel like these are all new ways that are pushing me out of my routine, pushing me out of my comfort zone. And so I think that's also where some of the resistance is coming from. But I have picked up so many new tools and techniques that, you know, we do each meditation for 2 days, and I really, really, really want to do this whole process again. The other thing is, I had been using some apps that walk you through meditation just because, you know, to like change things up. And I was honestly kind of getting tired of the meditations on those apps because I have been doing them for so long that I found myself turning them off early or kind of being like, when I was sitting down to do it. And it was just because I do like variety and I was getting tired of it. So this has been really nice to not only introduce new techniques, but also give me some variety. So far, we are only halfway through, but we started out, just to give a little breakdown summary, we started out with mindful breathing. So we learned how to actually breathe. This is another thing. It sounds so dumb, but guys, I was not breathing properly when I was meditating. I was keeping my breathing in my chest, and we actually want to breathe deeper and start breathing from our bellies. This actually made a huge difference for me. A lot of times when I was going into meditation and I would start focusing on my breath, it would bring me anxiety. And it would take me a little bit to get through that anxiety. I would just have to keep focusing on my breath. And I realized that's because I was shallow breathing. Once I started breathing into my belly, I a lot of times bypass that anxiety. If I do get it, it's just for a split second, but I'm not feeling deprived of air like I was when I was chest breathing. So we learn how to breathe in the beginning, which we take that breath throughout this whole course every time we meditate. We've also done a few guided meditations with the instructor, which I always love. I loved the one when we went to space. I thought that was really cool. We also did a heart chakra meditation, which I love any meditations that have to do with the chakras. So I really enjoyed that as well. Then we did mindful walking, which was great because I practiced this when my kids were at soccer. So that's another thing I wanted to bring up, is I really like that in this course, we are learning different ways to meditate. It's not just sit in a chair or lay down. It's like we are incorporating it into our life. So while my kids were at soccer, I got to do the walking meditation, which was really awesome, because I know a lot of times when I talk to people about meditating, the first resistance they have to it is, I don't have time, which I feel like when we say that, that's, you know, that's resistance to a lot of things when we use time as resistance. But I feel like with meditation, it is hard for people to say, like, well, when can I just sit down and take time for myself? So what's great is he teaches you that you don't have to, I still think it's great if you do, but you can do these meditations, when you're at, for instance, your kid's soccer practice. You can do it when you are in your car, and let's say you pull into the grocery store. Just take a few minutes while you're still sitting in your car. So I love that about this boot camp. It really does teach you all the different ways to meditate and incorporate meditation. We did mindful eating, which was really good for me. I was trained as a hairstylist from the time I was 19, and we never got lunch breaks or breaks for food. And so from a very early age, I started shoveling my food in so fast. And actually at one point, somebody timed me and I could eat like a Subway sandwich, chips, and down a drink in under 5 minutes. So really unhealthy eating habits that I have picked up, just as far as like throwing food down as quickly as possible, instead of really sitting down and taking time to enjoy the food and be present and have gratitude for that food. So the eating one is something that I'm really trying to practice with every meal, just to sit down, take in my surroundings, actually take in my food, take the time to actually chew my food, feel the texture, take in the scent, and enjoy it. And this is something that I know I really need to continue to be mindful on. So I was really pretty grateful when I came across that one. I was like, oh, this one is for me. I need this. And I feel like a lot of us do. I did see something one time that was talking about how in other countries they will take like 2 hours, to have a lunch. And here, a lot of times we are eating our meals standing up. Like we're just shoveling the food in on the go, but we're not actually taking time to enjoy the food and actually celebrate the meal. So if you haven't tried that one, I definitely recommend it. And then today, we are doing meditation while standing. So we're standing and being mindful. I suggest for this one going outside because I think it's really great. I'm in Arizona, so it's really beautiful out right now, but no matter where you're at, for me, I can go stand barefoot, stand in the grass. It's still in the 80s here, and take in all the sounds and the smells and the feel of the grass beneath my feet. But maybe where you are, it's fall and you can go take in the smells of leaves. I miss that smell so much. And take in all of the different sounds wherever you are, or maybe you have snow already and you can, take in all of the scents and the sounds and everything that comes with that. So I do think the standing meditation is great for doing outside, but you can do it anywhere. You could even do it in like the copy room at your office, and take in the sounds of the copier, because honestly, it's just about taking time to slow down and get mindful. One of the things, to just wrap this up, that I have noticed through doing this is, as I was doing it, the main thing I kept noticing was resistance. And usually when I do courses, I keep noticing all these positive changes. And for me with this, I was excited about the new techniques, but all I was really noticing was my resistance until today. And it's just been one of those times where it was like our air conditioner broke and our dishwasher started leaking and my car battery died. And it's just one of those things where it's like my husband's back went out. Poor handsome Joe. He's laid up on the couch right now watching South Park. But it was just one of those things where are times where it's like the dominoes keep falling, and typically that would just send me into immediate stress, and I would be focusing on, oh my gosh, like how are we going to get everything done? How are we going to fix everything? And I would just start spinning, like how much money do we need to come up with? And I actually surprised myself today where I was just really like, well, isn't, you know, this is just how life happens. When it rains, it pours, but we'll be fine and everything always works out. And, you know, I just need to stay relaxed and stay open to creativity and open to new ideas and, you know, just let myself be guided, because I know that these things do always work out and there's nothing to stress about. And after I like witnessed that thought process, I was like, whoa, I like took a pause. I'm all, Caitlin, is that you? Like, did we just grow? Like, I'm sorry, did we just up level a little bit? Because that is not your typical response. And so now I can say halfway through that I have noticed huge positive change from this meditation, because I shocked myself by not freaking out. So I really encourage you guys to try this. I am really enjoying the changes that I'm seeing and learning the new techniques, even if I am super resistant to it. And like I said, if you want to grab your course, you can get unlimited access to the courses for $9.99, or if you just want to try it for 7 days, you get a free 7-day trial. So just let me know in the comments so I can hook you up with the info on that. All right, guys, I hope you guys all have an awesome day. Much love.